This was ultra important, very professional. What is going on?
All right, so that was the intro today.
You could still fap to that if you tried.
But
No.
I just want to point out,
What?
me and Damon are against
No.
TOS, but that intro was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, double standards.
It's
We're
not
behaving.
still.
Two-tier policing right here.
Oh my
Hello,
God.
Teriak. How are you doing this fine evening?
I'm good, Damon. How are you?
Oh no.
I'm doing absolutely splendidly. We're all very well behaved today.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to get any strikes today. We're going to be good
Yes.
boys and girls.
We're going to be good. We're not going to tell any truths today.
No.
We'll just lie,
Mm-hmm.
speak the narrative,
Yes.
just parrot all the leftist talking points.
This is not a political episode.
I know
We are.
it's not political at all. It's not political at all.
No
It's not
politics.
like any one particular group
No,
run.
okay.
Yeah, no, we're not saying anything. Why?
We
Relax,
are.
Kat,
So
relax.
today we're going to be talking
Chill.
about
You're gonna give yourself wrinkles.
behaviors women exhibit before they're going to cheat. So this will help you spot a cheater. And I guess it works for both sexes, but there's particular things that women do before they're going to do this that are a little bit different than what men do. Okay, so the first one is
Tell
they
us, Kat. We're
oh my
eager.
gosh.
What
Oh
has
my God.
ChatGPT told you?
Shut up. It's not ChatGPT. God. Okay. So have difficulty controlling impulses. So people who are like adrenaline junkies. Oh my God. What the hell is Teriak doing?
He's advertising.
Yeah, I'm advertising my chat. I
What
got a
are
whole
you
21
selling?
people in here.
What are you
Now,
selling?
they're asking about the beaker, and I said I broke the beaker, but now I have like a stainless steel one, so I can't break that.
So what kind of merch are we talking about here? You're going to be selling like your...
He's
we
like
have a very
Jesse.
No, not that hat. That's
He's
not
like
your merch.
Jesse. He's just stolen shit from a science lab. It's just like,
pretty much.
yeah.
Okay,
Breaking Bad
so
in Ireland.
I know. Why don't you try to like market your little beakers?
Well,
When we're
folks,
not
we have
talking about
a
pork.
beautiful IVG vape here. I'm going to be possibly tucking into this because these ones aren't worth the shite. These are only like 600 puffs. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you
I'm not
gave
talking
up
about
vaping.
Is this a
I thought you
No,
sponsor?
like I
up.
said, I'm weaning off the old tobacco, but like the tobacco was causing headaches. You know what I'm saying? So now I've tested out the vapes, but when I have nicotine in my system, I get more REM sleep, which is more dreams. So I'm playing around with that idea. Testing.
Use the patches, and that way you don't have to look gay sucking on something.
What?
Okay,
So I
we're
get a
not talking
tampon
about
and strap
that.
it to
What?
my thing.
What? What?
Oh my God.
Why are you so homophobic, Kat? They're people too. We
Yeah.
should be inclusive.
Okay, great. Well, then let him look like it then. We're moving on. So, as I was saying,
targeted.
number one
She worries about she gets
sign.
demonetized.
Whoa.
Does stuff like that. I'm a lesbian cat, okay? Everyone
we
calls
can
me
tell.
lesbian.
We know. We've known it for
Yeah,
some
so show me a bit of respect, okay? I'm a protected citizen.
He achieved greatness. Do you not know who you're speaking to? This is the ex-US Olympic champion women's team manager you got here, like captain. Sorry.
I'm going to be
Okay.
an Olympic 2028 champion, okay?
Yeah.
Gold medal. I'm going to slap some bitches in the ring.
Okay,
Megan
whoa.
Rapinoe.
Hi. Oh, I'm gonna have to eat. Uh-oh.
You're going to have to eat? What the fuck?
Oh my
Again, I
God.
just
Not
want to
my
point
fault.
out, I just
It's
want to
the
point out, I
fucking
managed to
burritos
cook
again.
1 kilo of mince, eat that 1 kilo of mince, clean up after myself, start the stream before Kat was able to start her stream, and now she's eating on stream. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Well,
What the fuck is that, Annie?
It
What's that
is-
brown shit?
It's a disassembled burrito.
What the fuck?
I mean, isn't everything though, if you think about it?
Okay. Let's get back to the whores, please.
Okay. Okay, so difficulty with impulse control.
So
Things
they're
like
basically still female.
no, because
Not
I
wrong.
have
Not
impulse
wrong.
control. I do not like adrenaline rushes. I don't like ADHD things. I'm not like a YOLO type person. I used to call it back in the day a woo type of girl. You know those woo girls? You know
Right.
what I'm talking about. The girls who like they're like always like out somewhere at a party going, woo, doing something stupid.
Well, you
Woo
can't
girls.
spell whore without woo.
Yeah, I guess
That
not.
is true. You have to have those pussy crystals.
Okay, so we're gonna tone down the language.
Oh yeah, the Gwyneth
Oh,
Paltrow whore crystals,
anyways,
the eggs. Go on.
Okay, so other than impulse control problems, they have narcissistic tendencies.
How can you spot the difference?
One of them is like go, go, go. The other one is like me, me, me. These are
No,
different things.
I'm just talking about between how they might normally be behaving and when they're cheating.
But these are just signs that they're more likely to want to cheat.
Okay. Okay, carry on. What else?
Okay, so
Lay
the
some
narcissist.
facts on us.
Oh gosh.
Not too many facts because you'll get another strike.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
relax. All right. So they're more likely to lack empathy.
This is just chat GPT, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
No, it's
I told you. I
not.
fucking told you.
No, it's not. I'm just
This
trying
is-
to like reword things so it doesn't sound so bad.
If it was your homework, you wouldn't have to be rewording it, would you?
Shut up. Oh my god. Okay, the other thing that this is a theory that I found on the internet, so I'm not gonna say for sure. This
ChatGPT.
is okay, calm down. Higher amounts of testosterone. People with higher amounts of testosterone tend to statistically, according to the internet, because I didn't look at the actual studies, be more likely to cheat, especially if you combine that with extended periods of no sexual contact or any of the narcissistic traits.
So you're saying if it was a woman that you're with who might also be like an Olympic boxer, she's likely to cheat.
Well, I mean, high amounts of testosterone. When I was young, I had really high amounts of testosterone. I didn't cheat, but I had high amounts. So I was like thinking about it all the time.
You were thinking
So, like,
about
you just
cheating because.
This proves your own point.
Not cheating, but you have.
But were you
thoughts.
thinking about it?
Not of cheating, of like boning.
You were thinking of boning.
Yeah, when you have high testosterone, it's really hard to think of other things. I imagine that's what like a guy is like.
Well, yeah. It's
Yeah.
when you're going through puberty and you're a guy, it's almost like your penis is a dog that's attached to you. And it's just dragging you everywhere. Whenever it sees another woman, it's just running there, it's pulling you. And you just go where it goes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Kat, yeah, you'll never know our struggle.
oh my god.
Isn't it? Like literally like even today, like maybe nowadays, like maybe 2 or 3 times a week. But when I was in my teens, my 20s, my 30s, I'm not joking. And I have to wake up early for work. I'm usually up at about 5:30. And my penis is awake before I am. Like I just get up and he's already there, like waiting to go. Like, so that's, yeah, testosterone's a hell of a drug.
Mm-hmm.
But would you say when you had periods of higher testosterone when you were like
I never
going
had a
through
period.
Never
Sorry?
had a period, Kat.
What was that?
Oh my god. Okay, fine.
what was
Times
that?
chunks of times in your life where your testosterone was higher, would you say that it would be harder to not cheat?
You do typically get a hard cock when you have high testosterone.
See, I never ever had the urge to cheat. I was always straight up with the people that I was with. I broke up with a girl because I wasn't happy with her, and there was another girl who I knew was making me happy, but I never did anything with her. I never crossed the line with her. I was never inappropriate with her, but I was just like, why would I be feeling this way about some other chick if I was in a happy relationship?
That sounds very feminine.
No, No, it's just I know that I wouldn't want to do anything to somebody that would make them want to probably unalive me.
Yes. Okay, so moving on. Another thing is a family history of cheating. So, unfortunately, cheating is not only just a learned behavior, but there are some ties to genetics. So, if a family has a lot of cheating in it, these traits do get passed down. I think it's more of like the me traits.
Yeah, I knew a whore, and her dad was a whore as well.
Mhm.
There you go. I mean, if you show an example of I do whatever I want whenever I want to, and I don't have any boundary control, and I don't have any moral control, and I don't have, whatever, that's what kids are going to learn. And they're going to just think, well, if I feel like it, YOLO people.
Great thing is we only have 9 minutes left before we can just change topic, Damon. So just keep. Yeah, Kat, that is really interesting.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. The next reason that people are, mainly women, will be more likely to cheat are mate value discrepancies. This is when the mate value shifts.
Tell us without looking at your screen, Kat.
Yeah.
Tell us what that means.
Annoying. Mate value. Everybody knows what mate value is.
Yeah. So tell us without looking and reading.
Okay. Like if a woman starts making more money than the dude, her own perceived to herself value goes up. Whether or not guys value that, that's a different story. But as far as women are concerned, they're like, if I make more money than this dude, he is no longer as valuable to me.
So they become like Eddie Murphy's "What Have You Done For Me Lately" bitch.
Sure.
Mhm.
I guess.
You
Anyways.
haven't watched Eddie Murphy.
I mean,
Shame.
I have. I just don't remember that.
Kat,
Why
we're
do you
supposed to
not
present
care about
information.
black people, Kat?
Huh?
Why do you not care about black people?
Oh my gosh, we're moving on. Okay, so a lot of these mate value discrepancies are largely unconscious. People don't go, oh, because your mate value decreased, I'm gonna cheat on you. That's not like something people are thinking. But like what they'll do is like no longer find you attractive, find other people with more money more attractive, start looking around, whatever.
Yeah, I can imagine
Jesus
like
Christ.
some of these girls just being like, "Oh my god, that George Soros guy gets me so wet."
Okay, that's enough. Okay.
What
Ugh.
is against TOS about that? Seriously,
I
never
don't
used
know.
any
I don't
bad
know.
words.
I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. I don't want to picture it though, just for myself. Okay, the next sign somebody.
To be fair though, George Soros does look like a uterus.
Okay, great.
He looks
Just
he looks like a little raisin just left out in the sun too long. Why is it never the right ones that pass on? Let's go. Carry on.
Okay. The
Tell us
next
more.
one, yes. The next one is if the other person or the female, let's say, is feeling lonely when they don't have a lot of friends.
We have to recognize the chat. Look at
Yes.
this. Nice point there. It's true. I find it more romantic when there is consent.
What? Where is that?
I'll have you know, I had very strict criteria when dating. She had to say yes when I asked her out.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Also, just a reference in my chat. It's not Chat GPT, it's Cat GPT at this stage.
Wow.
Oh,
Gosh.
you got burned.
Stochastic Decay, he spoke. You know what I'm saying? The people need to be heard, Cat. You know what I'm saying? Or sorry,
Wonderful.
Cat
Wonderful.
GPT.
Okay. So feeling lonely can also make women look around. Like if you're not spending a lot of time with them, which is why whenever like those army dudes get deployed, the chicks always cheat because they're like, oh, I'm lonely. Blah, 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 blah. I'm bored.
I'm Mr. Ronery. I have nobody or my
Isn't that nice?
own.
Go fight for your country, and
Oh my God.
and your girl just turns into a hoe immediately.
Mhm.
It's not my
Well, you know,
fault.
look,
You're away.
it's not. It's like bitches need attention. You have
What
to
were
give
you
them
doing for
attention.
me, though? I was defending your freedom, bitch.
Do it from like close by. You have to watch her.
Yeah, and she's like, well, I was getting guys to keep your vagina
So wait a
warm.
second. Let me just paint a picture. Abdul's there fucking, you know, like with the AK-47, and I'm supposed to be there with like a fucking baby monitor making sure this bitch ain't cheating. And even if she is cheating, what the fuck am I supposed to do if I'm in the middle of the fucking desert?
You're not supposed to do anything. You're not supposed to get to that point.
Belts. We need chastity belts with Bluetooth on there, so we just know when somebody's trying to unlock it. You get an alert. No, it'll be just like a notification. Your girl is doing some whorage.
No, because then he'll do like a Full Metal Jacket job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh my God, Kat is such an ugly eater. Look at her face when she's eating. Oh no, it's so weird. Just kidding. Make her laugh, Teriak, quick, so she spits it all.
Oh, Jabba, come on, Jabba. You're supposed to read ChatGPT. We're just gonna sit in silence here for the next fucking 2 minutes while she swallows. Like,
let's see how Kat swallows. Go on, Kat. Gargle first.
Shut up. Okay. The next one is previous cheating history. Their personal previous.
Oh my God, this is so bad. I'm sorry, but if
how is this bad?
Because if a girl's got previous cheating history, you do not go anywhere near them. I wouldn't touch them with my enemy's dick. If a girl's got previous cheating history, you just stay the fuck away.
Pretty sure that's how you get herpes.
Oh my God.
Herpes.
Hey, herpes is no joke. Okay.
You got it. Tell us about it.
I wish I had some sort of like, information to present here, but like I said, I got a clean dick, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, that's a little much. All right, so we're moving on.
Well, a clean dick is a little much.
Okay, yes, that's a lot much. We don't need to know about that.
That's like
we're focusing on
the bar you're supposed to set in a relationship. You can't like whip it out and it looks like some fucking like, you know, leprosy accident. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. The next sign is lost in a fantasy world. A lot of romance. Yeah, I know. It's like a lot of romance novels, a lot of look at these Instagram couples, you know, it's all fake, but they like romanticize it. A lot of romantic movies with all that garbage. A lot of hearing and just cherry pick stories from like single people about some world where everyone is happy all the time with adventure and action and, you know, like some sort of fantasy relationship that they put on a pedestal. Look at these people that are in love and happy and travel all the time. We don't do that. I'm miserable.
So if she's got Instagram, if she watches the Twilight movies, or if she watches any kind of Real Housewives shit or Kardashians, just basically kick them to the curb.
First ballot Hall of Fame whore. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone who basically idolizes these fuck. You know what I mean? Those type of relationships that are like high adrenaline.
She had a Biden moment. Did you see that?
Shut up.
I think it's like a Kamala moment at this stage.
Anyone who watches you know what I'm saying.
You know the rest.
You know what I mean. With the romance and with the vampires and the Bella and whatever. Yeah, you know.
Seriously, this is the most professional stream on the internet right now.
Look, I've been telling you.
Fuck off and eat my food. Like that's basically what catch. You might as well just change your stream to a what's that thing where it's like the listening stream?
The feeder streams. Where
oh my gosh, we should do mukbang, like a whole episode where we just eat.
Kat's just going to be lying in bed.
I don't know what you and Steven do in your own bedroom, but you should keep that between you and Steven.
This will be great. Look, the next one we do, we're just going to eat. Like Damon could be eating his steak and his foie gras, whatever he's into, and describing everybody. And you could be with what? Haggis? What do people like in Ireland eat?
Haggis
we eat this dish. 1 second, I need to wait 30 seconds for this, so I'm just going to like preamble this and just kind of waffle a bit. ASMR, actually, that's the thing where it's like, you know what I mean? But yeah, wait, 25 seconds. Just need to keep buying a little bit more time. So it's like the dish that we typically eat, or a very common dish across the British Isles and Ireland as well, is this dish that is
you know what he's going to say.
Minced pork meat.
You know what he's going to say.
He definitely knows.
Be nice, man. She's got to strike. She's got to strike. Don't.
Yeah, but
okay, no.
You can look this up on Wikipedia.
I'm gonna mute you. I'm
Okay,
just
No,
okay,
no,
okay.
no, no. Tariq, let's be nice.
Okay.
We said we were going to be nice.
Yeah,
wow.
okay. Don't worry, don't
You,
worry,
you
don't
can't
worry.
you can't control yourself for like what 40 minutes. It's all
That's
that
20
matters.
minutes. So,
Tariq, you'll be eating the little pork ball thing. I'll be
yeah,
eating steak and foie gras or whatever. Kat's just going to be lying on a bed while Steven's just like shoving burritos down her throat. And she'll
Are
just
we
be like, more.
are we that's allowed, right?
I'm
This is
technically not
allowed.
saying it.
He's not saying it. It's just showing what it is.
No,
It's
no, no, no.
yeah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Well, we can't even. Kat,
Don't say it.
this is
We're not
discrimination.
talking about anything. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Stick to the topic.
Next point, Kat. Next point. Speak now.
I didn't
Now.
say it.
Don't wait. Just speak. What's the next point, Kat? What's the next
Kat.
point? Come on. Gobble it down, you naughty little girl.
Oh my god. Okay, the next one is payback. If you cheated on her
The
or
revenge
pissed her
part.
off, yeah, revenge. So anytime you like piss off your girl, and she's that type of person, she's more likely to do it.
She'll just throw a vagina to anyone.
Mhm.
Preferably your friend, someone you love. Give it to you.
We're supposed to like give like information to our viewers, Kat. Like this is. We're not actually saying anything new under the sun here. We're supposed to like innovate. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, look, eye for an eye. Women believe in that. So just remember.
The problem with any of these points is that whatever it is that you're saying, everybody's like, well, I can spot that shit all the time in relationships. How do I know that that's not just normal behaviors for her?
Okay, so now we're going to get
Versus-
into, now we're going to get into the subtle things that they might do in their everyday life. And this is where the examples come in.
I just want to point out that like there's multiple people in my chat saying they're now drinking. So
Okay,
congratulations,
good.
Kat. You're causing alcoholism.
Wow.
Pretty sure that's why Damon's been drinking so heavy as well.
Well, I've got my drink now. I just took a zip.
Great. All right. So the other thing that we're going to talk about is things that you might notice. And I'm going to go with examples of friends, high school friends, coworkers, gossip, people, like people's little personal stories that I've heard by keeping, like an eye out what's going on with the world. I like to notice patterns. And one of the big ones is they starting fights. So like everything's cool and then she just starts bitching at you for like nothing, like out of nowhere. And it's not even her time of the month. And you're like, what the heck is going on? Why is she bitching at me? I didn't do anything. I'm just like living my life. And she's just coming at you, starting a fight. Why do you think girls start a fight?
Right now.
Oh my gosh. Why do you think that they start a fight before they're going to do something? Get into their mind.
To justify them hating you so it makes it okay to cheat.
Actually, I want to point out they don't even have any alcohol. They have to go out. They have to leave my stream and go out and buy alcohol. It's that bad. Just saying.
Okay, that's fine. Let them live their life. Okay, so the big reason where they start picking fights is so they don't have any guilt. Because women, yes, they can be really selfish and stuff, but sometimes they do have a little bit of residual guilt.
Now they want to be the heroes of their own story. They want to be the good guys. So it's like, I'm fighting with him. He's a prick. He doesn't understand me. So it's okay for me to just give it up to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
But the opposite
the
can also be true. Many times before cheating, women will stop arguing. They'll stop fighting. They just don't care enough to fight.
Mm-hmm.
They become indifferent, distant. This is a big warning sign for guys, though. Seriously, like guys, if you've got a girlfriend, if all of a sudden, if you kind of bicker regularly, if you usually argue and have those the healthy arguments once in a while, if that suddenly stops and you're like, what should we do about this? What do you want tonight? If she's like, I don't know, I don't care. Yeah, just get the fuck out. Leave her.
Mm-hmm. Also, Jess is backstage, Kat. I love the way like I have to point this shit out for Kat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is so professional. It's actually unbelievable.
Yeah, we know that Kat gave up a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
You guys suck. So yeah, the
And
other
we're
one.
the ones that get blamed that she's not monetized. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't get blamed for me not being monetized. You only get blamed for the strikes you guys helped cause.
I was
At
At least
very
your
bad
reception
short hair
isn't as
people.
bad as mine is.
That's a badge of honor. It means that you're telling the truth.
Exactly.
Some of it
Wear
was
with
just
pride.
completely just crazy talk.
Oh,
Beg
anyway.
to the topic.
to differ.
Anyways, Jess, do you have any
That's right, because some
whoa. One at a
fat
time.
feminist ally, green-haired piece of shit working at that company just decided we can't have people telling the truth.
Okay, calm down, Damon. Calm down. So, Jess, do you have
Fuck
any?
all of it.
Okay, calm down. Relax.
I'm perfectly calm, dude.
Okay. Sound calm, yeah.
With an eggplant.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so other than the picking fights, they'll also do what Damon said. They will not care. The complete opposite. Like, I don't care what's going on, whatever, do whatever you want. I don't care. Like, if you do something suspicious, you start liking chicks' pictures, they don't care. They don't have any jealousy.
Oh yeah, they
have
don't
any
get jealous.
response.
They don't get jealous anymore. That's a big
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Because a normal female is like a 10 jealousy. The
Yeah.
higher the jealousy, the more she's invested in you. So when guys start bragging about, my girl doesn't get jealous anymore, she doesn't care, that girl's cheating. Yes or yes?
Bitches be tripping. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Jess is muted. I don't know if she knows.
Oh, Jess.
No, I know.
All my secrets.
I know. It's to eliminate background noise because I don't want my family with it, and also my connection may go in and out too because it's usually pretty bad during the day. That's why I usually do that, like 12 hours from now. Yeah, joys of Australian internet. It's terrible.
Straight.
Yeah, so if I go in and out, you know why.
No worries. So do you have any examples of things that people do before they're going to cheat?
Who are you asking?
Jess.
Can we just pretend? Can we pretend like we've done this before? Like it's not the first time and like we care maybe?
Okay, fine. I'll give you guys some more examples then. All right, so another one. This is something that I've seen people do. What? Oh my god. Another one.
Just you guys having little petty little arguments. It's funny, that's all.
Yes.
Well, it's the only thing we can actually prepare for stream. We don't actually even prepare that. You know what I'm saying? This is the most unprepared stream I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared. I had no idea what we were talking about. I think you did send me a couple of things, Teriak, but I didn't. My connection was so bad yesterday. I couldn't even look at any of it.
Teriak had to send you details of what to prepare for somebody else's stream.
Mm-hmm.
Teriak was the one that gave me the invite.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay.
Do you see how bad it is, boys? Kat, do you see how bad it is?
Look.
Now, to be fair to Kat, like she is like 200 years of age, so like she has like arthritis in her fingers, so it's very difficult for her to type. But still,
Yeah,
you know
we're propping up this old person who just doesn't give a shit.
Basically, Kat is basically Biden.
If she could have it her way, she'd just be sitting at home while Stephen was bringing her burritos, and that's it. Like just eating on a stream, so fucking professional.
She falls up the stairs, she shits herself midstream, and then she doesn't know what to do. Like then Stephen has to wheel her out and then like wipe her ass and all that shit. It's
okay, enough. All right, so
I'm just giving the people the truth.
No, the truth is we're talking about what women do before they cheat, and you guys are just going off the rails again, and you're gonna go into something, and I'm gonna get another strike, and I'm gonna beat y'all.
Past the 20-minute mark, okay?
No, there is no 20-minute mark.
You said 20 minutes to us.
No, that's stupid. Like the strikes happened like an hour and 40 minutes and 2 hours and 30 minutes. Like it was crazy. They look at the whole thing. So you guys are gonna behave.
I just want to say for the record,
this is how you do it professionally. Okay, I did some prep work. Okay.
Okay, great.
I was thinking about my friends, shit that they've been through. I had one example where I made an unfortunate decision with somebody who was that type of person. I spotted it immediately, and I just took myself out of that situation.
Okay.
But
Took his ball and went
the
home.
first thing that you notice changing is communication. That's the first thing. And this is kind of like what you said. Maybe they're going to be picking fights, or the opposite could be true, that they just don't care. They stop communicating. They don't fight. The easiest way, or probably the most common thing, communication wise, that indicates cheating is that they don't look at you when they talk to you. There's serious avoidance, like eye contact, because they're afraid that they're going to get caught out in a lie. You get vague answers to shit. When you ask them what's going on, it's always vague answers. You know what girls are like? Like when they get angry and there's like, you ask them what's wrong. Nothing's wrong. The one time you want them to communicate, they won't fucking communicate. All the other times when you're like, you don't want to talk, they want to shut the fuck up. But this is one thing. They'll storm off all the time. I noticed that when I was in a bad relationship, when I knew something was wrong, there wasn't even a denial. She just stormed off all the time because they'll rather do anything other than lie, because when they get into that kind of stage that they know that they fucked up, and they know that if they get caught out in a lie, that'll be it. And it's not that they don't want to hurt you, it's that they don't want to be spotted and outed as being the bad guy. These girls who cheat, they don't give a shit that they hurt other people, because most of them who cheat because they're selfish. They're narcissists. You'll see narcissistic traits, selfish traits. Those type of girls don't care if they hurt other people, but they care about other people knowing that they're a cheating hoe. That's the thing that they're worried about. Most women who get caught out cheating, this from many of my friends, when a guy gets caught out cheating, he takes it on the chin. He doesn't give a shit. Okay, cool, you caught me. Sorry about it. He feels a bit bad. When a girl gets caught out cheating, the only thing she cares about is all of your mutual friends and family finding out that she's a cheating slut. That's the only thing she cares about. She doesn't care that she hurt you. She doesn't care that she did something wrong. She cares that it's going to make her look bad. So everything that you're looking in her performance, if she's about to get outed, is about covering and protecting herself. The other big thing is their routine changes. Girls are usually creatures of habit. Their routine will change. They'll develop hobbies. They're going to be out of the house a lot. They're going to be, they're always going to be wanting to see friends, or, oh, I'm going to be finishing work later than usual. I've got this new hobby I'm doing a new dance class, or stuff like that. They become concerned about their appearance in a weird way that they usually weren't before. You're going to see them wearing clothes that they haven't worn before. We said last week, or last time we did the stream, one of the things I joked about is like, they'll change their hair. Like, that's a big thing. They change the way they look. And it's not that they're trying to look good for themselves or they're trying to look good for you. It's because they want to attract another guy, or they're trying to look good for another guy.
Decat, this is what you call research, okay? Call professionalism right here.
But like, you might notice.
Kat has a mouthful of food. I'll read the comment.
Yeah.
How about
She's
those
so
times you
cool.
realize that you were a rebound boyfriend and have to have that difficult discussion with the lady in question to avoid being smothered?
Smothered in your sleep?
No, he means like smothered with his bitch.
You're the rebound boyfriend. Being the rebound boyfriend is usually a good thing.
Here's what you do. You take your ball and you go home. You basically say, fuck you, bitch. I don't give two fucks. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can do it in a delicate way. I'm pretty sure Damon has a delicate way of saying that, but that's pretty much what you got to do. You basically offend the bitch and then move on with your life. Remember, fellas, it is better to live in a desert than with a nagging and quarrelsome wife.
Kat's not going to choke. She's a pro.
She's eating. Let's be real. Like, she just wants to eat for the next 2 hours. So it's like, Damon, me and you just got to take over.
You could drive a truck down that throat. She's got plenty of experience.
Yep. She could deep throat an eggplant.
She's muted and she doesn't realize it. Yeah. It's because she's old. She's so old. She doesn't know how technology works.
Okay, enough.
You barely see your screen.
Okay. Wow. So one thing that one of my friend's husbands told me when he started figuring out that his wife was cheating on him is that he would tell me that her, like location, whatever, would just go off like randomly. It just wouldn't work. And he would question her about it, and she'd be like, "Oh, nothing. I don't know. It just doesn't work in like in my office or whatever." And then she would just randomly like be late without telling him anything, and then he would call and she wouldn't pick up the phone, so he just didn't know where she was for like periods of time, and her tracking and stuff was off conveniently. And then if he questioned her about it, she would attack him and get mad and be like, "What, you don't trust me? Like, why would you even ask me something like that? I told you it wasn't working and I had a flat tire, or I had to go get something to eat because my blood pressure was low," or whatever excuse after excuse. So a lot of that.
That's where you call the bluff. You go, yeah, bitch, I don't believe you. Get the fuck.
Well,
Go in.
funny story, right? A friend of mine got outed as cheating. Well, she was not a friend. She's like a mutual. Well, she's a friend of a friend that I don't really know that well. But we were at a pub after work, and she shows up. She shows up late, right? And we weren't expecting her. And the reason why was because she and her partner and her partner's sister and that girl's boyfriend were all linked together on the Fitbit app. So, the Fitbit app, I don't know if you use it, like if one of you is training, other people get alerts and you'll see how they're training, right? So this chick didn't show up to the pub after work. And there's like 3 or 4 gyms near our work, right? And there's like an alert that he got to show that she's doing a workout. Now, we were like thinking, oh, she's at the gym, she's not going to show up. We're drinking and everything. And we're like on our second round of drinks. And like it was maybe like probably 10, 15 minutes since the guy got the alert that she's at the gym, right? She's doing a workout. So 10, 15 minutes into drinking, she shows up, right? And he was all surprised. And he was like, oh, I thought you were doing a workout. And she was like, no. It was like, oh, it gave me an alert and all this, right? And the guy's got his phone open and he opens the Fitbit app and he sees it. And this one girl at work, she's this Asian chick, right? Fee, and she's like a bit nosy, and she just casually is going through the phone, and she just sees that it counted it as like a 6-minute workout or something, right? And then it brings up the history, right? And like the last 3 or 4 weeks, there's obviously the regular workouts that are like an hour or 90 minutes or whatever. But then there's these like bouts of these like 6-minute workouts, and it's always at the same time. And it's always after work. And she didn't even realize what she was seeing, but she just casually joked, no, that looks like a quick fuck session. And the guy kind of did this dry laugh, and it changed instantly, because when this Asian chick made that joke, the girl looked like somebody just pulled her heart out of her ass. And she couldn't hide the reaction. And then all of a sudden, the guy caught the reaction. We all did. And we were like, oh, shit. And everyone looks at the Asian chick like it's her fault. But we were like, yeah, whore confirmed.
It would have been better if she had to start singing, Ronry, I'm Mr. Ronry.
So I have to get like what app for Stephen to wear at all times?
Fitbit.
See, this is
Well,
the thing.
most
The
tracker
truth
apps
shall
do
set you
that.
free.
Like Fitbit, Garmin, they all start tracking the minute like you have that increased heart activity. And yeah.
Yeah, my dream is to make like a little chastity belt type of app. Like every time you get like aroused, your partner gets a notification.
Yeah. We could call it Wetbit.
This guy.
I mean, like what? What? What, you're trying to hide something? You
No,
know
I'm
what I
saying
mean?
this is a great idea. Like this is because like they need to preserve that name because like Instagram was wasted on being a social media app. That should have been an illegal drug app. Because like think about it, Instagram.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
true.
mean?
No, we need one for like boys too, like a little thing that they go around it, and anytime like there's pressure added, you get an alert too. Equal
And you don't
opportunities.
need, girls don't
Called the
need
chastity
that.
belt, Kat.
Literally, come on. No, at no point in history was a girl like, I want to have sex, and the guy's like, I'm not feeling it right now. I've got a headache. Like, just count that the guy's always
Are
going to
you
be.
kidding me?
willing.
That happens all the time. What are you guys talking about? You guys are young.
Kat, this does not look
I'm
good for
not
you.
young.
Yeah, but
I'm not young.
you guys haven't been with the same person for decades and decades.
I was with a girl for a long fucking time.
What, like 3 years?
No, the longest I had was, I think, 7 years.
That's nothing. That was my first. That was high school for me. 7 years, 6 years. But
No, it wasn't, because it was only a few weeks with that girl with that guy whose
I have to
mum
agree with
told
Kat
me
on
that
this
he was
one.
done.
Yeah, I've
See?
experienced a lot of that. Actually, the more that you try and do that, sometimes it can have the opposite effect for you as a female.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus,
Yeah.
what kind of guys are you people finding?
Look, it's
Well,
like
when you get, it's not like that in the beginning. It's after years.
Well, you've got to mix the sex up. You
In the
can't just do
beginning,
the
it's
same
like 3
shit.
times a day and stuff.
Yeah, but
Like
are you
everybody
doing
else.
everything? Are you doing everything,
What
or
do
is
you
it the
mean?
same routine?
Sorry?
Are you doing different things, or is it the same shit every time?
I do whatever he wants.
Oh God, no, that's the worst thing. No man wants to hear that. What do you want to do tonight? Whatever you want, hon. No, but what do you want to do? Like,
No,
I don't know.
we
I want
don't
to do
have
what
a
you want to do.
conversation about it. Like, far
But nobody
out.
wants to be like, no guy wants to hear a woman say whatever you want, or I want to do what you want to do, or I don't know. Like, whether it's
No, if he
watching a
asks
film
me
or
what I
ordering
want,
food.
if he asks me what I want, then I
And
will tell him. But he leads it all. Like it's
no,
not a
don't do that.
conversation
Don't
either.
do
It's
that.
just something that comes
It means he
natural.
wants you to be freaky, and he wants you to like
Ah,
bring up something different. If he's asking you, that is still him leading. He's like, I want you to tell me something fucked up. Make it interesting today. And if you're like, I want to do whatever you want to do. Oh, fuck, no.
I
That's
don't
a
say
boner
that
killer.
though. It's not a conversation. It's just I don't take the lead.
Yeah, you say
Like you're
that, but then
acting
if
like
he
it's some
decided to do something
conversation.
weird,
Do
then
you
you
want
would
to
have
hear it
something
from
to say.
him? He's right here. Do you want to
No,
hear
but
it
I'm
from
just saying that okay, I'm just saying that if you say something like that, like I'm cool with whatever he wants to do. He can do it. He can lead. If he does something that's slightly fucked up, then you are going to have stuff to say about it.
if I do something that's like he would wonder where I learnt that if I just like I don't have tons of experience behind me. So all of that stuff is stuff that's been taught and he likes it that way. So that might be you personally, but yeah. Most men
So,
like
like,
a
what
woman that they
happens?
can teach to be freaky, not one that comes that way.
Like,
Yeah,
what happens
but
if he just like
we
randomly
know,
puts up the
let's
shit
not
pipe?
pretend like women don't read a whole lot of fucked up stuff in magazines or see shit on TV shows that they watch or whatever. Like, not every guy's going to think just because you did something different, it must have been some other guy that showed you how to do it. People aren't going to be like that, not nowadays. But I'm just
Okay,
saying
if
that,
you
like,
say
it's a
so.
lot of responsibility when it's like, hey, just let the guy come up with everything. Okay. If we do it that way, if that's the deal, then the other
Most
side
of the
is
time when I go to do that, I get rejected.
by your husband.
In general, by not just my partner, by past partners as well. My relationships were all long term, like over a year, and they were all like that.
Okay.
same.
I am not going to say anything. I don't want to upset people.
I'm not saying it's like an upsetting thing. I'm just saying
You can have your opinion. It's just, yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
I
it
know.
is.
like It's just like after like I would say about 12 years, it gets like, you're very comfortable. It's like you'll be like, actually want to sleep today. I'm tired. I rather do this, or I want to eat the burrito. I want to have the gas or whatever. And then they're just like, yeah, I prefer this. That will be there. That'll always be there. No?
Yeah, fuck that.
I mean, look, if it was up to
Hey,
me,
Kat,
it would be 3 times a day.
Has the amount of times per week that you're intimate with your partner, has that decreased over the years, or has it stayed pretty much regular?
I feel like as soon as we moved in together, he was like, oh, well, we can sleep today because I know it'll be there tomorrow. And then that kind of...
So how many times a week on average do you reckon that you guys are intimate?
No, I'm not done.
Sorry if this is too personal.
No.
If it's too personal, you don't have to answer.
I mean, I don't want to say because then he's going to get mad at me. But it's not like...
Jess, we'll ask Stephen later when he joins.
What, Kiki's?
That answer
Could
means
you give
not
us like
enough.
a range, like a ballpark?
We got the pertinent information.
Like 3 times a week.
It's not
for
enough.
me. Look, for me, I like to wake up with it and go to sleep with it. I think twice a day is ideal. What?
No, that's good.
Fair.
I like your answer. I was just curious because you got... Oh, my connection's going queer now.
No, we can hear you.
Oh, I'm back. Okay. It went weird then. I thought it was going to cut out. You got more experience on me, so I was just curious about that. That's all. Because I've only been with my man for 8 years.
Yeah, but like with my other 2 boyfriends, I found that like the more the girl wants it, the less the guy wants it.
Where the fuck are you finding these men?
Yes.
Where the fuck? Honestly, I'm sorry, but
Damon, it's called polarity.
Mind you.
No, it's not called polarity.
It is.
No,
you know what? He says all the time he wants me to do it. He's like, I want you to do it. I wish you would do it more often. And then when I do, he rejects it. It's like, that doesn't make any sense to me because you say something and then when I do it, you don't want it. Like, I don't understand.
Oh, God, I don't know what the fuck this is. Like, what the fuck is Terry doing?
Mind you, we are more frequent than what you are, Kat, but I don't know if that'll change once we get to the amount of years that you're at.
Yeah, and then kids and lack of sleep and then working late and waking up early to go to the school bus. There's other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2 of them under 5, so that did change things a lot.
Terry looks like he's having a senior moment.
He is. He's having a conniption. It's fine. Look.
He's like, fine. I ate too much fucking mince too quickly. I need to lie down.
It's fine. Okay.
Like if you're getting your skin worn off all the time, you kind of need some recovery time too,
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about the guy?
Yeah, like if the skin rips off.
No.
If you're going twice a day, for years, like I don't think you realize what it does to guys. Guys actually get to a point where they're like, I can't.
Yeah, but that's when the girl goes on top.
That doesn't do it. That doesn't make a difference.
It does. You just lie down. I've been there.
I don't think all you're telling us is that you don't have the experience to know these things, and that's okay. Maybe one day you will.
Please, I'm older than you. Come on.
And that's got anything to do with this because...
Well, what? Like, I'm saying, like, what do you mean I haven't had the experience? Like, I've been there, and I'm an older guy, and I'm still telling you that, like, I know guys are older than me that still...
What's the longest relationship you've been in?
7 years.
Sorry?
7 years.
Oh, that's not bad. That's more than I expected.
So, like, yeah, and it was still it was still all good. Then I had like, most recently was like 2.5 years with a chick who was an infomaniac. It was like 3-4 times a day. Like, and
did you get cheated on or anything by these women?
Sorry?
Did you get cheated on or anything by these women?
Oh, only once that I know of.
I'm only asking these questions because also the different types of women depend on their own past experiences as well. So a lot of wild girls have wild backgrounds. That's
Well,
all.
so
That's why I was
the
asking.
one that was the one that was the I don't like calling names, but the cheating one, we kind of discussed earlier when Kat brought it up. Her dad was also cheating on her mother. So like she saw that. That was behavior that she knew about from when she was quite young, that her dad was a cheat. Her dad was also an alcoholic, and so was she. She turned out to be as well. These are all red flags that I actually
strongly
found
consider
out
becoming
way
an alcoholic
after.
right now.
Like I discovered this after. I would have run for the hills if I knew about that straight from the get-go. But
I was
found
talking
it
more
out.
about female cheating than
Sorry?
males. When they cheat, it's a bit different.
Yeah. I guess it is. I know a couple of guys who cheat. Most of the times when I know guys who cheat, it's like, and I'm not saying this because I'm making excuses for them. It's not an excuse. It's a stupid fucking thing. But it rarely is it something they plan on. Most guys that I know that have cheated, pretty much all guys I know that have cheated.
I'll be back. I can still hear, but I've got a 10.
Sure.
I'm being called, so I'll be back. I can still hear, but I won't respond
No
for a
worries,
little bit.
no
I'll let
worries.
you know when I'm back.
So so most guys I know that have cheated, it's always been like a moment of weakness. It's been like giving temptation. It was like a stupid decision, and all of them, without fail, have said that they regretted it immediately, and felt bad about it. Whereas the women that I know who've cheated, I work with plenty of women, so I hear a lot of their stories. It's always something that's planned. It's always something that they know this is going to happen. They're like, I'm going to fuck this guy. So they'll kind of like make plans. They'll get dressed up. They make sure that they've got a cover story at home so their partner doesn't suspect it. It's all fucking organized. They go into it knowing what they're doing. And if they get caught, the first thing you hear is, I didn't know it was going to happen. It's not like I planned for it to happen. It was a mistake. It's like bullshit. And they don't regret it. When after they've done it, there's no immediate kind of like, oh my God, what have I done? There's no regret there in almost all of the stories that I've heard. Cat smiling. Evil bitch.
Kat's just happy that she's eating.
Yeah, she's cheating on Stephen with food.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, this burrito feels so big in my mouth.
Oh my God.
Extra mayonnaise.
Yeah. Gravy running down the back of my throat.
Mash that potato, swallow the gravy.
Okay. So another one that I remembered was girls will sometimes tell their entire friend group what they're going to do, like their entire plans to cheat.
Oh yeah.
Because they're like, okay, you have to say I was at your house for this, and you have to say I was going here for that. So I just
wanted to make a point on
what's going on.
the thing before you move on, Kat.
Yeah.
I also do turn my man down more than he turns me down with it. It's just I probably picked the wrong times. So even though he does that to me a lot, I do it more often.
Oh.
So well, I don't know if you relate to that,
I'm like, no, not at all. I'm always like, yes. I could be throwing up. I'm like, you want a bone? Get my mind off of it. And he'll be like, what? That seems inappropriate.
I can't do that anymore. I can't do that anymore because I'm a mum now.
Well, so am I, but you know.
Yeah. Well, my youngest is only 1.
Is what it is.
Teriyaki, what kind of crap are you talking?
Mind you, probably a couple of weeks out of the hospital, it was back to business. So it's not like it was that having kids did much to stop anything.
No, it didn't. That
I want to go back to the ripping of skin comment that was made earlier. Like, what the fuck? Like, what?
We need to have Stephen come, and he could tell you about that.
Yeah, I should get my man to tell you about that too. The recovery process. Hey,
Wait,
that
are you
tells us
talking
women
about
we
like?
did our
Are
job
you
well.
talking about literally fucking the skin raw, or
Yes.
snapping the banjo string?
Yes. Yes.
What the
skin
banjo string?
ripped off.
I still didn't get an answer. I still don't know which we're talking about.
It doesn't matter. Okay, so.
Well, it does matter.
Oh my god.
Snapping the banjo string kind of hurts, but fucking
I
the
don't-
skin raw is just like
Nah, what the hell? The
just you
difference
got to
is?
spit.
I don't
want
want to know. Look, let's stick to the topic, guys. Those are things for happy relationships.
We are.
Those
Yeah,
are
we made
happy
the point.
relationships.
Now we can move on.
We're just trying to give chat what they want, Kat.
Okay, well, they're gonna have to wait until like the after hours when I go off of YouTube after we hit all the topic. Okay, just gonna hit the topic first, and then we'll talk about skin ripping off if you guys want to.
Oh, this fucking like PG-13 cat is so fucking boring.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so they also do girls trips. So this is one I hear a lot where they'll be like, okay, I want to cheat with this guy. So we're going to have a girls trip and like her friends will get together and they'll all plan it so they can all go just to protect one girl so that she can be free to be a hoe.
Oh my god, it's like a cavalcade of hoes
Yes,
organizing things.
exactly. Okay, and let me think of another one. Oh, have you ever had like a friend just come over in the middle of the night, like pounding on your door and then asking to like say that they were there the entire night? That's another thing that they do.
Kat, you need to get new friends.
We established
This
the other
was a
day.
job. These were
She's afraid of her
coworkers.
friends.
Yeah, you need to
She's
get a new
afraid
job,
of
Kat.
her friends.
We're still waiting for you to send that text message, Kat. We're
Okay.
like,
Oh yeah.
One thing at a time, Brass. So anyways, so yeah, I would get like banging on the door and then it's like 3-4 in the morning and like I pretend I didn't hear it because I'm like, I don't want anything to do with this, but then like I'm afraid security is gonna get called. And the problem with my acquaintances, because I don't want to call them friends, coworkers, whatever you want to call them, is they know where I live. They know they're very good looking, they're very personable, they're very chatty and likable people that they're able to schmooze a security guard, schmooze whoever to like get up into my building or get in through security. It's just like freaking crazy.
Well, they're whores. They can just suck the security's dick and get whatever they want.
Exactly. But Kat, they still can't get into your house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they'll be right outside pounding on the door, and then the neighbors will be like, let them in. I see your cars.
Well, they're used to a pounding, aren't they? So just let
Exactly.
them carry on doing it.
Time to go get a room. You know, there's no room at the inn. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so it's like it's
Long
just
time ago
You
in
just stand behind the
Bethlehem,
door and just
so
shout
the
at them. Just be
Holy
like,
Bible says.
when they're next banging on your door, don't answer it, don't open it. Just be like, go back to Babylon, you whore, and just keep the door shut.
Exactly.
I know, but the other thing is Steven really wants to know the
The
gossip.
story. He's like,
Oh
I
my
want to
God.
know. I want to know. Let them in. I'll get the coffee.
Exactly.
This is why, okay? This is why in Genesis it says not to eat from the tree of knowledge. You're just better off ignoring that shit. You just walk away.
I know, but
We've
he can't
established
help
that
it.
Steven's one of the girls who've established it.
Yeah, he just wants to know. He's like, oh, let's see what happened. Let's see what they did. Let's see if she'll give us the blow by blow. And he's like, tell us more. You're in a
So if
safe
you ask
space,
you to
honey.
throw some, it would be like, just put the plastic sheets over the sofa before she sits down because of her whore vagina that's probably still leaking.
We don't want to get herpes and that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
But they were
Anyway,
like the mask and everything, John.
No, don't even use a plastic sheet. Put newspaper down like a dog. Just put newspaper down. Sit on the newspaper. We don't want all your sloppy jizz on our sofa.
Mm-hmm.
wow. Anyways, Another thing that they do before they cheat is they start talking about their friend at work or at wherever it is that they're doing, whatever hobby there is, whatever activity they're doing. They always have a friend. It's always a guy friend, and they're constantly talking about them. But girls will talk crap to their boyfriends or husbands about the guy that they like.
Oh yeah, that's obvious.
So you remember that.
Mhm.
Always remember. They'll be like, "Oh, there's this stupid guy, and he said this. Can you believe that?"
Yeah, I know, but you can't shut the fuck up about it.
Exactly. So always like work, and that's for guys do this too. Guys do this all the time. Every time like I hear like a guy's like, "Oh my god, there's this girl. She's such a biatch and she's so annoying." And I'm like, "Let me see your phone. I'm sure you've been checking out her Instagram stuff. Let me see that right now."
See,
Ca-
I
I can't
uh,
relate to this because women don't come to me much anymore for that kind of advice because I'm too blunt. So I like most of women friends that I have, they do that like once or twice, or they only do it when they want blunt honesty because I don't bullshit. So, and a lot of women can't handle that. So I don't have a lot of female friends because of that. And I don't hang out with a lot of men anymore because of my man. So,
Yes.
Mm. But like I've only ever done one petty thing in my life, relationship wise.
Uh-huh.
Well, okay, one petty thing twice. And that is only only with the girl that that was cheating. And it was after, it was when it was all done. So like when I found out that she was cheating, I ended shit straight away. I didn't even actually tell her that it was over. I just packed my shit and I went to a hotel straight away. And I
Best way to do it.
started looking for places. Never even said shit to her. Um, didn't check my phone. I just wanted to kind of go radio silent. And like it was like 2 or 3 days later, it was like 400 and something messages from her. And I deleted her from Facebook and all this kind of shit. I kind of like got rid of all that shit. But we had mutual friends. And a couple of those mutual friends contacted me and basically said, look, we just want to let you know, like, she's kind of like stalking you. She's kind of like looking for info and shit like that. And I was like, oh, fuck, you know. But I just surrounded myself with friends, tried to stay in a positive attitude and all this. And one of those friends happens to be a girl at work who was in a similar
Oh boy.
situation. Yeah. But like she was giving me some good advice and everything, like helped us through it. Like she was in a similar situation to what I was. She went through that kind of shit earlier. But it was mainly like kind of a friend thing. But there was this other girl at work who was a monumental whore. She was, oh my god, she was like just I did not find her attractive at all. Um, I can say she was beautiful in that kind of standard of beauty that she had. She had a great body, everything like, but she was too kind of in love with herself. She tried too hard. It really wasn't my thing. But I knew from a couple of people at work that my ex was like, had like dagger eyes for this bitch. And then I remembered a few times she was accusing me, like, you know how we established that if they're cheating, they'll accuse you of cheating or they'll suspect that you're cheating. She was thinking that I was cheating with this chick. And I remember at the time I thought it was ridiculous because she knows that that girl isn't my type at all. There's no way that I would ever done stuff with her. But she was friends with people who was friends with this girl. So I had to fuck her, right? As a kind of like fuck you back to her. So I did that, and also she had a best friend from secondary school who did the whole kind of like, I'm grown up and I want to look super hot, so I'm going to get fake tits and all this stuff and have my lips done and everything. And that was like her bestie from secondary school. So I had to fuck her as well. So the one from work that she thought I was cheating with and her bestie, I had to bed them both. Just as a kind of, that was me getting over it, kind of, I guess.
Wow.
Well, you know what to
Well,
say. Best way to get out of relationships, get under another girl.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
you got to get back on the whores.
Exactly.
Get back on the horse. Okay. Nice. So that was a beautiful tale.
It was, and it all ended
was.
happily ever after.
I know,
I
I can
pulled
tell.
out in time, no babies, all good.
Wow. I mean, that's beautiful. So
We all need Jesus.
I'm trying to think of I have another cheating story. So there was this couple, and the girl has, like, I don't know, like mental health issues occasionally, like
What
come to
kind of
think of
mental health issues?
like
Fill in the details for us, that.
bipolar,
Oh,
right?
fuck.
I know.
You know
So
when like people say like, oh, why would God like, like crush God Sodom and Gomorrah? And it's like, listen to these stories. I'm pretty sure God had a point. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. God,
Yeah, but
God is good.
they were fucking the wrong hole though.
okay, so all right. So anyways, there's this couple, she got bipolar disorder, and I think it was triggered from a horseback riding accident where she was dragged, her head was dragged on the floor, and like it split open, and there was like dirt in her actual brain. The whole thing cracked. It was a big bloody mess, but she survived. But I feel like something got in or like got damaged during that. You know what I mean? Like it was always like on a slippery slope.
This is like the worst comic book hero. Horzilla. She fell off a horse while she was riding it. She got some dirt in her brain or something. And then all of a sudden she turned into a bipolar whore.
My gosh. Okay. So anyways, so she came over one day, and I was being my usual psychotic self, telling her about like, oh, I caught Steven looking at some chick, and liking some chick's posts, and I'm being all like insecure or whatever. And then she's like, well, everybody cheats. And I'm like, what? What do you mean everybody? She's like, yeah, it's fine. It's no big deal. Just, be free. Everyone does it. And then she confided in me that not only was she cheating on her husband with one dude, but like 20 different dudes at her office that
Oh my
half of them were
God.
married. One of them
So
was
her
her
How
vagina
boss.
did
is
he
like a
not know?
split thing.
How would he
What do you
not
mean?
notice any difference in her? Unless she'd been
I don't-
doing it the whole time he was with her.
I do not know.
Maybe it's because her vagina was so
Probably.
swollen with all the STDs that she still felt tight.
Uh,
God.
Probably.
Swimming in
Probably. It's like a
juices there.
radioactive
God.
herpes.
okay. Let's not get so graphic, you guys. You guys are so sick. Anyways, so
You're the one that's telling the story. You're painting
but
the
Exactly.
picture,
I
you
didn't
know.
talk about swelling
I'm
and
saying.
stuff.
Pat says
No,
some
you
fucked up
spoke
shit, and then
about
she
a
throws it
split
on
open.
us.
What you said was enough.
You spoke about a split open
Wow.
brain with shit getting into it. So
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
That was her brain. That's different.
oh yeah, it's pink and soft and wet. So
No, we don't know that. It could be gray. I don't know. Like every brain
no,
is different. Anyways, so she was
a
confiding in
hole's a
me.
hole, cat.
Can
A
you
hole's a hole, even
not
if
only
it's a crack in a brain. It's like,
Brings a whole new meaning to skull fucking a bitch. You know what I
okay,
mean?
calm down. All right. So not only was she cheating on her husband with
Gosh.
like 20 dudes from work, but a lot of them knew about it and knew that they were like sharing her and would do it at the same time at work.
so they had like a schedule. It's like she was a timeshare whore.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And not only that, it was her boss doing it too. So she was a school teacher, so it's like the principal and the vice principal and like a whole bunch of teachers and like the PE teachers.
That
I
reminds
mean,
me of the school teacher when I was in high school.
Please tell me.
30-year-old
Please tell
teacher.
me.
30-year-old teacher, and
Please.
she's like half the schoolboys in the whole school in like 6 months, and then got kicked out of school. Like she got offed as a teacher because she got found out and stuff.
do you remember that police officer chick that did like everybody in her precinct?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and then she
Yeah.
sued and got like, I don't know, 400,000 or 500,000 or something.
that was
So
like Black Part 2.
that's basically like this girl, like the girl I'm talking about, like the same thing. Like she looks like just a regular chick that you wouldn't think would like
Teachers are the most fucked up people nowadays, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so
Please tell me,
That's why they're
please
taking
tell
religion
me
out of
that,
schools.
please tell me that after they busted in her, they gave her a grade.
yeah, sure. Anyways,
Did
so
they
we're gonna
grade
move.
her?
Whoa.
Yeah, but
We're
they're
gonna
all
we're gonna
Jews then.
whoa. We're gonna move on because it's a little too graphic. So we're gonna move on.
No, I want to
No,
know more
Alright,
about
so
the
we
wait a
don't
sec.
need to know about that.
Like talking about a bitch that literally falls off a horse, splits her head open, and all that kind of shit. That's not graphic, but this is too graphic. I just want consistency, Kat. Okay.
There is no consistency.
I want
Anyways,
a visual. I want to know. I want to know if one of the teachers just pulled out and like stuck a gold star on her vagina or something like that. Just tell me.
yes.
I want to know.
Yes.
Did
There
they
was a
talk about
chart.
her?
There was a chart. Yes, they did. They sent text messages and videos to each other.
So
and
she was
she-
like a proper whore.
Yes, and she proudly showed me.
She showed you the text messages. There was like a group chat about her.
Yes.
Jesus, come back.
Yeah. Anyways. Oh,
Please
and
tell me that this story ended in a murder-suicide.
almost. I almost had to. So this is what she did. I think I told you guys before, but now I'm connecting stories. So that's like a happy accident, right? So we're connecting the stories together. Because,
Them
all
stories don't need to be connected, Kat.
it's just so happens. So remember, I told you about like some chick that hit on Steven?
Was this the one that was like while you went to the toilet or something?
No, we were at like a restaurant or something. She's sitting next to our other friend, a guy, and she's across from Steven in the booth, whatever. And she starts playing footsies and then trying to rub his, what, while
No,
I'm
I
next
don't.
to him. I didn't tell you
I-
that.
No, what was she trying to rub?
We're not going to
His
say that,
cockerel.
but it's
Paint a
inferred.
picture, Kat. This is
We're
your
done.
channel.
We are done. We have said it enough. Anyways, so that's what she was doing. I did not know about it, but apparently, according to
When
him,
did
he was
you find out?
okay. So he waited. Stephen waited until she
And
was.
that made you upset, right?
No, let me finish.
Mhm.
He waited until she was in the plane, and the plane took off, and he looked at his watch, and he was like, "Okay, I'm sure it's safe. Like nobody can go and kill this poor girl that's mentally unstable." And then Stephen was in the middle. My mom was sitting on his left side. I'm sitting on his right side. We're watching a movie.
I
And
think Stephen should be here for this.
Mhm.
I feel bad. I feel like we're talking about behind his back. Bring Stephen into this.
Yeah, Steven.
I don't know why he's like ignoring me. He's probably playing video games.
Because he knows what the fuck you're talking about. That's why he's
Yeah.
ignoring you.
No, he doesn't.
He's like, she's going to talk about the bipolar bitch that gave me a foot job.
Anyways, so
How did this go down later? So when he told you, like, the girl's on the plane, he was like, hey, Kat, just so you know, she kind of jacked me off with her monkey paw and under the
No, it
table.
was a rabbit's foot.
oh my god.
Is that how he told you? It was like, she was
No,
taking a
no,
pussy.
he's like, look, he goes, before he opens his mouth, I think he says something like, listen, I'm gonna tell you women something and you're gonna remain calm.
You're going to remain calm because I'm still hard and I don't want you to ruin this for me.
Shut up. Anyways,
I
so
want to
then
ride this high.
he told us what she did, and my mom and I both jump up and we're getting ready to go attack. We're like, where is she? How do we get to the airport? Let's go get her right now. Yeah.
And at what point, because I know you did, because you're a woman, at what point did you direct your anger at Stephen?
I didn't. Actually.
You didn't. You weren't like, why didn't you tell her immediately? Like, no, if anyone's gonna fuck my dick, it's gonna be my wife.
Oh my gosh. No, I didn't even think about that. I was just like, he's like, she did this. I pushed her away, but I thought you should know. It was weird, but I don't want a situation where you go to jail for some dumb, mentally ill person.
This
And he's
guy
telling you
is,
this
this
with a
guy
boner.
is, I love Stephen. This guy is a king at gaslighting. This is so awesome. I'm looking
Imagine
out
having
for
the
you.
balls. You know what
I
I'm saying?
don't want you to kill this girl. And under his breath, he's like, because she gave me a really good foot job. But then he's like, no, but I don't want you to go to prison. That's why I didn't tell you earlier. It was weird, and I suffered through it, and my penis suffered through it. We didn't know what was going on. It was so awkward, but I toughed it out because I don't want you doing something you're going to regret. So I had to just grin and bear it. I'm not proud of myself. I jizzed in my pants at the airport. It
Shut up.
wasn't
I
good,
came for you, Kat.
but I did it for you because I love you and our kids.
Oh my god. Anyways,
So when is she next coming to visit?
I did not talk to her for a while. Like I just, whatever. I just ignored her for a while. And then she came into town maybe like 6 months after. And I did not answer the phone for her. I did not do anything for her. But again, the security let her up. She's very personable.
And you opened the door and you kicked her in the cunt.
No. She was banging on the door. I was ignoring it. I ignored it for like an hour and a half. And then the neighbors started coming out of their apartment and screaming at her. And she was like, well, she's in there and she won't let me in. And then the neighbors started saying, just let her in. We're trying to sleep or something. So then I just felt like, whatever. So I let her in and I sat her down before she even talked. And I'm like, very mad, yelling at her. Like, look, I understand you have some mental issues but Stephen told me you did this and this and this, and
Why
this
are
is
you enabling this bitch?
unacceptable. Listen, let me tell you what happened. So anyway, I'm telling her all this stuff. Immediately, the water work start happening. She's on the floor, holding onto my ankles, crying, begging me to forgive her, right?
Why does she need to forgive you?
No, begging me to forgive her.
Why does she need forgiveness from you?
I don't know, because she's mental. So anyways.
Would
So
she
that-
not apologize to her
Because she
husband, maybe?
foot-fucked her husband.
Huh?
She
Oh, yeah.
foot-fucked her husband. That's why she wants forgiveness.
I forgot about the fact that she was married.
Oh, she's married as well.
At the time, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
No, I don't.
This is shit like that, like Exorcist films. Like even an Exorcist be like, fuck this, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think the falling off of a horse did this. I'm sorry. This is something else.
This is
the
I
work
think
of
okay, look.
Shaitan.
Can I tell you my unprovable
If
theory?
benzos or shit, like,
Can I tell you my theory? And I have no proof. It's not fact. It's just garbage coming out of my head, right?
wait, is this going to be some witchcraft or demonologist or
Yes.
possession shit?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
fucking hell.
Okay,
Wait, let me get my drink. Hang on.
oh my god.
Rude.
Okay.
I should have went to bed like 6 hours ago. This is I don't even know what to describe this fucking shit that's going on. This is like mental torture. They should use this against Abdul to get the fucking secrets to Al Qaeda.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so
All right, okay, let's go.
we ready? Okay, great. So what was I gonna say?
This is emotional grape.
Your theory
what
on
this is.
witchcraft or
Oh, yeah.
demonology or whatever.
Yes. So she had told
Exactly,
me.
Bin Talk. Next stream is Alcoholics Anonymous.
Okay, great.
Sorry, Kat,
So-
go ahead.
So she had told me that she wanted to join the Freemasons, that her
Oh,
dad had just joined.
I'm taking a piss. This is getting worse and worse.
Wow. Anyways, so she had told me that she wanted to join that and that there's a whole bunch of initiations and weird stuff like that. And the people at her job.
No, stop. Kat, there's
Let me
no
finish.
initiation for the Freemasons.
I
where
don't
you've
know.
gotta
I've
give
never
a
done
foot
it.
job. You got to give a foot job to your friend's husband. That's not. This isn't the kind of thing that goes on in the Freemasons.
Okay, maybe. So anyways, I don't know. I've never
You've
been.
got to get gangbanged by all of the other teachers at your school. You've got to give
Okay,
a
that's
foot
what I was
job to a
gonna
guy at an
connect it
airport.
to. The people at her school that she was cheating on her husband with were Freemasons, and how she got away with cheating on her husband is she's telling him, these are the people who are helping me get into the Masons, whatever. I am studying with them.
Okay. So is Stephen a Freemason?
No.
So why was she whoring herself to him?
I don't know. Like maybe like they do something to your brain or something. Look, I
Okay.
don't know. This is just like fantastical ideas. I'm not gonna look into it for you guys. So
I think usually, Occam's razor. If she looks like a whore and quacks like a whore, then she's a whore. There doesn't really need to be anything deeper than that.
okay,
She's
so
just
there
a
we
whore.
go. So there we go. That is that story. The other part to it was that her husband actually asked a friend of a coworker, whatever, that was a sex therapist, to give, I think, see, this connects to another story I said before that you guys probably forgot about because you don't listen.
No, I remember the other day you were talking about a sex therapist friend.
Yes. So her husband asked the sex therapist if they could give his wife and him therapy, marriage counseling, so that they can figure out what's going on and get over her cheating, right? So of course, guess what happens? They're like, okay, I want to see her alone first, and then I'll see her with you. And when they saw her alone, the sex therapist and the sex therapist's husband banged this chick.
Well, I'm not being funny, but anyone calling themselves a sex therapist, unless they're old and ugly, is a whore who's just doing the job so that they can whore.
I don't know. But that was that story. The other one was a very nice girl, but she was under massive amounts of stress because her husband was expecting her to work full time after she had just had 2 little babies. And what else?
How long after?
Immediately after. Weeks. I think she worked her entire both pregnancies up until the day she gave birth. He made her work. So she's exhausted, tired, and resentful. And the money that she made, all of that 100% went to his family's failing business.
Yeah, I think this is bullshit. Because this sounds like somebody who wants to justify being a whore. So I don't really know if I buy that story just on the face of it.
I mean, look,
Because,
I wasn't there. I don't know.
You know what you should say to this woman? You should say to this woman, hey, it's really unfair that you had to work through both pregnancies. Hey, it's really unfair that he expected you to go back to work 2 weeks later. Hey, it's really unfair that all of the money had to go to his family's failing business. But guess what? It's still a fucking whore. You should have broken up with him. You should have ended it. You're still a fucking whore. If he didn't fuck some other women behind your back, he's still a better person than you after all of this. Because you're a whore and he isn't.
Okay, so anyways.
Facts.
I'm sorry.
That's what happened.
Don't be sorry, Damon. Do not be sorry. The truth shall set you free.
Yep.
All right, so does anybody else have any stories?
Yeah, there's this story in the Bible. It's called Sodom and Gomorrah. I just want anyone who ever gets questioned by an atheist, just link them the stream, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I actually think God had a point."
Beautiful.
This is modern times, so it's like
so
even back
I'm
then, it
gonna
would have been more fucked up.
Wonderful. So I'm gonna go ahead. I feel like we've covered the entire topic. Yes or yes?
Ugh, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, now we can start talking about the different stuff.
Okay. So
for 20 months.
Amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream on the YouTubes, and I will put the link if you want to continue watching in the chat for Rumble, so that we can freely do whatever we want to do.
Kat's gonna get her tits out on Rumble.
No.
Yep.
No. So
Make sure
anyways,
to like and subscribe.
Go to the Rumble and bye.
Thanks for having me, Kat.
You can stay.